Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. You have been making dua for years. Same request, same tears, same dua after every salah, and it feels like nothing's changing. So here's the question nobody wants to sit with. Is Allah not listening, or are we missing something? Stay with me, because the Prophet ﷺ actually told us why this happens and what to do about it. First, we need to throw out a wrong assumption. Unanswered dua does not mean rejected dua. The Prophet ﷺ said that when a servant makes dua that doesn't involve sin or cutting family ties, Allah responds in one of the three ways. He gives you exactly what you asked for, or He holds it back and instead removes an equivalent harm from you, or He stores it for you as a reward on the Day of Judgment. So even the dua that feels unanswered is still working, you just can't see it. So if Allah is always responding, why does it feel like a wall sometimes? A few real barriers. Number one, haram in the input. There is a well-known hadith in Sahih Muslim. A man travels a long journey, hair disheveled, covered in dust, raising his hands to the sky, crying, "O Lord," but his food is haram, his drink is haram, his clothing is haram, and he's been nourished by haram. The Prophet ﷺ asks, how can that be answered? This isn't about scaring you. It's about checking the input before questioning the output. Number two, impatience. The Prophet ﷺ warned that a person's dua is answered as long as he doesn't get impatient and say, "I supplicated and supplicated and it was never answered," and then give up. Number three, asking without certainty. The Prophet ﷺ told us to call upon Allah while being certain of a response, not half-heartedly testing Him. Certainty isn't a bonus feature, it's a part of the dua itself. Ask Allah with certainty. And number four, limiting dua to crisis mode. If the only time you speak to Allah is when something's wrong, you have turned a relationship into a transaction. Ask Allah in your good times and in your bad times. Always keep making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, what increases your odds? The part you can actually act on, etiquette that the Prophet ﷺ modeled, that scholars consistently point for dua being accepted. Start with Allah's praise and salawat on the Prophet ﷺ before you ask for anything. Sandwich your request in gratitude and praise. Pick the right moments, the last third of the night when Allah is described as descending to the lowest heaven, asking, "Who is calling upon me?" The time between the adhan and iqama, the fasting person before breaking their fast, and the hour on Friday, especially near the end of Asr. Face the Qibla, raise your hands, small physical acts of humility that shift your own state, not just ritual for ritual's sake. Be specific and persistent. The Prophet ﷺ didn't like vague, half-committed dua. Ask by name, ask repeatedly. Repetition isn't nagging, it's devotion. And always remember to make dua in ease, not just in hardship. Know Allah in times of ease, and He will know you in times of hardship. Tawakkul. Have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will definitely answer your du'as. Tonight, before you sleep, pick one du'a you have stopped asking for and ask again. In the last thought of the night, with certainty. That's it. That's the challenge. If this helped, you see du'a differently. share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe.